What's up YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. And welcome to another episode of WWE's Biggest Issue. This week's episode is for those who watch NXT UK like myself. If you guys are a fan of NXT UK that stream every Thursday on Peacock, big shout out to Peacock, no copyrights as always. Then you will know that it's been a minute. It's been a minute since Noam Dar has ever defended his title. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So, for this episode, I'm going to be talking about exactly who should be next in line for a shot at the NXT UK Heritage Cup title. Now, for those who don't know anything about the British rounds match, or those who did not watch that video, because I had talked about that quite a while ago, the rules are simple. There will be six 3-minute rounds, and it's best 2 out of 3 falls. Whoever scores 2 falls before the 6 rounds expire wins the match. And you can score a fall via pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification. And as you guys know, A-Kid, Tyler Bate, and Noam Dar are the first 3 Heritage Cup champions. So I'm gonna be showcasing to you guys who is currently on the roster, and I'm gonna be give you guys my top 3 that I believe should face Noam Dar for the title, and then come up with a final decision as to who should be the one. So obviously you have A-Kid, you've got Ashton Smith, Charlie Dempsey, Dave Mastiff, Eddie Dennis, Flash Morgan Webster, Ilya Dragunov, Jack Stars, Joe Coffey. Obviously, Jordan Devlin is still on the NXT UK roster list on WWE.com. Big shout out, no copyrights as always. But as is Joseph Connors, I don't know if they'll come back or what the hell. But yeah, Jordan Devlin, Joseph Connors, Kenny Williams, Mark Andrews, Mark Coffey. Let's see, Oliver Carter, Primate, Rampage Brown. I think he's still out with an injury. Rohan Raja, Sam Gradwell, Saxon Huxley, Shaw Samuels, T-Bone, T-O-Man, Trent Seven, Tyler Bate, Wild Boar, Wolfgang, and you also have several others as well that such as Tate Mayfairs. You also have Tiger Turan. You've got quite the list of people. But if I had to pick 3, I would have to say Trent Seven, let's see, Trent Seven, Rohan Raja, and Sam Gradwell. The reason why I picked those 3, let's start with Rohan Raja. We all know that he is. We know that he's still relatively new to NXT UK. In fact, he's been in NXT UK. Excuse me. Not even a year, and he's already a part of D Familia, which I believe in German. It's translated to the family, I believe. I actually want to see about something. Hang on, guys. I thought so. Yeah, D Familia is basically German for 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 um for the family, which honestly that's pretty clever. I have to admit it's pretty clever. But D Familia, they've been dominant ever since they were first formed. You know, with Tealman, Rohan Raja, and of course Charlie Dempsey. But what does the future hold for them after their loss over the NXT UK Tag Team titles? Well, simple. Rohan Raja slips his way into the NXT UK Heritage Cup title. There's no other way to say it. I must admit, Rohan Raja has been extremely impressive since going to NXT UK. In fact, truth be told, as an Easter egg for those who didn't watch, Rohan Raja's first match in NXT UK was against Tealman, which that was when his shoulder ripped. He ended up having to take some time away from NXT UK, and he ended up joining Tealman as part of D Familia, and then of course we all know that Charlie Dempsey got to NXT UK and then ended up joining D Familia a little over a month later. But again, Rohan Raja, he's been very impressive over the last several months. Yeah, I mean, sure, he has lost a few here and there, but I can guarantee you that Rohan Raja is going to be a true main event player at some point. And I think in my opinion, winning the NXT UK Heritage Cup title just might be the key he needs to go to move up into that main event status. Now, as far as Sam Gradwell goes, he's been even more and more impressive by the minute. And the funny thing is that the fans are starting to love him now, which boggles my mind, but it just feels right, you know? And for those who don't know, Sam Gradwell, if I remember correctly, he got injured during the first ever NXT UK title tournament. I want to see about something. I want to see about something really quickly. Hang on. Let's see. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I believe he got he ended up in a he ended up injured during the let's see. Let's see here. If I remember correctly, yeah. If I remember correctly, yeah. So obviously the world knows that on December 15th in 2016, it was announced that Gradwell would be one of the 16 participants in a 2-day tournament to crown the first ever NXT UK champion, which he advanced all the way into the quarterfinals before being defeated by Butch, or Pete Dunne, I guess. And then he ended up returning to to several, to the shows. 4 months later, lost again to Pete Dunne, and the following night he defeated James Drake. All right, in a dark match, and then later on May 11th, along with Trent Seven and Tyler Bate, defeated James Drake, Joseph Connors, and Pete Dunne, and then 6 months later, during the recording for main event on November 8th, played together with Joseph Connors and Tyson T-Bone in a dark match against Mark Andrews, Trent Seven, and Tyler Bate. So obviously, things were very interesting, to say the very least. But yeah, he ended up being injured during when NXT UK first arrived, appeared in WWE, and he was out for a while. And then when NXT UK came back to doing live shows, obviously without the fans, of course, that was when the doctors cleared Sam Gradwell to compete on NXT UK, and he had been dominant ever since. He may have lost a few here and there, but this dude is one tough son of a bitch. I can guarantee you that right now. Yeah, he didn't win that tournament, but he has the makings of a great champion. Now, as far as Trent Seven goes, I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, wait a minute, why this dude? Yes, it is true that he did turn his back on Tyler Bate after losing the NXT UK Tag Team titles, which I don't even have the words to describe what happened. I honestly don't. But now that he's going at it on his own, I don't know if he signed a new deal with WWE. Rumor has it that when Mustache Mountain both won the NXT UK Tag Team titles, Trent Seven's contract was set to expire, and I guess they gave him an extension to work that match, and if he won the match, they would give him a brand new deal with WWE. But if he lost, it was over. If he lost that match, he was done. He was going to be released of his of his contract. But I guess now he signed a brand new deal, and now he's I don't even have the words to describe it. But I must admit though, I must admit, Trent Seven being one of the pillars of NXT UK, just that alone proves that he deserves to be next in line for the NXT UK Heritage Cup. And to be fair, alongside Tyler Bate, as one of the first few to win that trophy. It could be history in the making, but it's hard. It's kind of hard to say who should be next in line between these three, because as I said before, Rohan Raja is still relatively new to NXT UK. Sam Gradwell has been pretty dominant. And Trent Seven, he just turned heel, but if you think about it, he's along with Tyler Bate, he's the only person in history to win both the NXT and the NXT UK Tag Team titles. In fact, I think them and Pretty Deadly are the only two teams to have ever done that. Which that right there is just history in the making. But Now the question becomes this. Between these three, who is next in line for a shot at the title? As I said before, Rohan Raja is still relatively new to NXT UK, and he's learning the ropes a little bit at the NXT UK Performance Center in East London, England, and he's been learning under the tree of guys like Robbie Brookside, guys like Johnny Saint, and he's watching tape from past superstars, such as Johnny Saint, such as Robbie Brookside, such as William Regal and Bret Hart and whatnot. All these guys who have mastered the art of British wrestling is incredible. But as I said before, he is still relatively new. So we do have to cancel him out. This now leaves two. Sam Gradwell and Trent Seven. So I was gonna talk about Sam Gradwell, but Trent Seven, he's already been a champion before, and I don't think he's gonna be doing anything else in NXT UK unless if he tries to go after Ilya Dragunov and the NXT UK title. Then I say go for it, but yeah, you'll end up getting your ass beat by Dragunov anyway. But one thing that boggles my mind is why Trent Seven did what he did to Tyler Bate this past Thursday on NXT UK. But it makes sense because obviously Trent Seven lost the NXT UK tag team titles. He was the one that lost titles, not Tyler Bate. So in this sense, yeah, I get the frustration, but if you think about it, Seven has nobody to blame but himself. He tried to cheat by using the tag team titles to as a weapon, but let's be fair, triple threat rules, no countouts, no disqualification. So Trent Seven had a right to utilize said tag team titles, but Sam Gradwell, let's not forget, Sam Gradwell has never won a single title in WWE on NXT UK, and I think the perfect candidate to face Noam Dar for the title is definitely Sam Gradwell because again, he's never won a title before in NXT UK. His win and loss record is absolutely incredible, and not only that, if there was anybody that can be the guy to take the title off of Noam Dar, it's definitely Sam Gradwell, because Gradwell can push Noam Dar to the absolute limit and clap it up easy with a victory over Noam Dar. So I gotta go with Sam Gradwell on this one, but I want your guys' opinion. Question of the day: who do you think should challenge Noam Dar for the NXT UK Heritage Cup title? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm very curious as to what you guys have to say about this matter, and that will do it for this week's episode of WWE's Biggest Issue. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, which get posted every Monday, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. And make sure you guys follow me on my social media. All the links will be in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you guys want to send me and you guys want me to open it up on the channel, all the info will be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.